Hey guys, we're going to be in Romans chapter 5. Romans chapter 5, and we are going to be reading verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations, also knowing that tribulation worketh patience, patience experience, and experience hope. My goodness gracious. I don't know how to preach this, man, because you always get worried. It's like, man, I'm going to preach this and I'm going to have to go through something. But we're all going through something, but some of us more in depth than others. But these tribulations, man, it's like, man, we're supposed to glory in them? It's like, yes! No, there's some things you're going through. There's almost impossible to do that. But in glory in tribulation is to mean, I know I'm going through this and I'm trying to figure out how to glorify God through it. And God's going to open up those doors. He really is, because what's going to happen in tribulation? Why do tribulations come our way? A number of different reasons, but the Bible is clear for the Christian that this is where to glory in them, say, God, I'm going through this, but I realize what you're doing is you're making something different in me, and you're making something different in other people. There are people watching you who do not know Christ, who are watching you go through what you're going through, and believing that, man, any moment they're going to crack, but you just keep being faithful to God. You just keep being faithful to God. What does it say? It says, we glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. Man, none of us wants tribulation. None of us wants patience, especially when it's associated and connected to tribulation. My goodness gracious, man. But it teaches us, the reason we glory in it is like, I'm going to learn to be strong through tribulation, because when you get through one, obviously we all know we're going to go into another, we're going to find another, we're going to go into another, we're going to go into another and go into another. We're constantly going to be coming out of things and going back into things. It just is the case. So we learn this patience and we learn how to endure. The only way you can learn to endure is to have gone through things. I mean, to be honest with you, the only way you can become a great athlete is to have gone through that sport and participated in that sport and gotten better and better and practiced and gotten stronger and stronger. The only way you're going to get better at anything is to have gone through it. All right. And tribulation is those type of things. And all of us throughout our lives in some way, shape, or form are going to go through tribulations. All right. That worketh patience, and patience gives us experience through that. We got the experience of having to learn patience, got the experience of that tribulation, and experience gives us hope, is what the verse says. It gives us hope. Why does it give us hope? It gives us hope that we're going to make it through. We've made it through before. God's brought us through before. He's going to bring us through again, time and time again, day after day after day. God is with us, strengthening us, helping us, and especially through these tribulations where we're learning time after time and day after day how to get through it. This building the tribulation is working patience in us, patience in waiting on the Lord to do a certain thing or to help us through a certain time. People are watching on the outside. They're watching what you're doing, and they're like, man, there is something about that person. They're able to make it through. Let me ask them why they're able to make it through. And then you're able to say, because of the power of God. And it's working patience. Patience then giving you experience, and that experience being, hey, the next time I go through this, it's going to be easier because I know what I'm going through and I know how to prepare myself. And it doesn't mean that easier in the sense that it's not going to be painful, easier in the sense that you're going to know how to fight the battle, all right? And then experience hope, meaning, listen, I think we ought to be hope dealers, not dope dealers, but hope dealers. We ought to be believing, and we ought to have great hope that we will make it through and that God will get us through on the other side, and that we will have learned so much from that time with God in the middle of the storm. God is not going to leave you or forsake you. He'll never leave you or forsake you. He's going to walk with you through the storms, and you're going to make it through better than ever. Love you guys. Bye-bye.